Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of our playthrough of Wild Arms. I'm Jirard, Khalil, the Completionist.
And I'm his super beard brother, Alex Faciane.
And this right here is Wild Arms. This is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. First off, let's just watch this real quick. This is my favorite intro. It's just the music and the visuals already from the get-go.
I'm always a huge fan of games that have anime cutscenes rather than like terrible 90s rendered.
Right?
Yeah.
You just gotta hear the music though. Just wait for the music here.
So this game is kind of like a Western.
It's kind of, yeah, it's like almost a literal Western RPG made by a Japanese company, Mediavision.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Now, just full disclosure here, I literally know absolutely nothing about this game.
Yeah, this was my second or third RPG I've ever played. My cousin Nick and I, we were kids. He got me really into hardcore RPGs. You know, Secret of Mana, Final Fantasy 6 or 3 or whatever. And then I played this one, and I just like couldn't put it down. And just, I mean, already from the get-go, you may not know what's going on, but what an intriguing way to get the viewer and gamer involved. Like, you're just kind of sitting here listening to this like captivating music. It's really epic, and you have no idea what's going on, but you feel so connected already because of the music.
Yeah, it's a very beautiful.
Yeah,
just like you can tell that there's a good production value going on here.
Oh yeah,
and it's Mediavision, which I don't even know if I know of another game that they've made.
Yeah, I mean they're really known for Wild Arms, the Wild Arms series. I think they made up to 3 on the original PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
And then they actually did a remake of this game. A complete PS2 reimagining. More characters, more detail in the story, in PS2 updated 3D graphics. But I think what we're going to do for the purpose of this is we're going to play all of this game, and then when we're done, we're going to do a follow-up episode and play the intro on the PS2.
That'll be great.
So it'll be really cool. People can see the comparison and you know...
That'll be a great little afterthought.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, tell me a little bit about the, background of this game.
Alright, so, everyone who's going to hear this is just what I remember when I was a kid. So, you kind of take it with a grain of salt, if you will. Alright, so, there's 3 characters. We got, Rudy the Wanderer, Jack the Treasure Hunter, and Cecilia the girl from the Abbey, or like a magician in training, rather.
Got it.
All of them... The themes they all have on themselves is kind of loneliness. All 3 of them come from a background of desolate and despair a little bit, and they're kind of on their own in terms of like their own well-being and their own spirits. And the ironic thing is that these guys come together by fate to save the world. So right now we got 3 characters to start with. We got Rudy, Jack, and Cecilia. They're all gonna meet up at some point in the game. We're gonna start with Jack, the dream chaser they call him. He's actually a treasure hunter. But people think he's a thief, you know. Very Indiana Jones, very slyish, so...
It seems like the coolest one, so let's do it.
Yeah, so we're going to start with Jack the Treasure Hunter.
Now, I'm interested to see how... Handpan?
Handpan is his sidekick. It's a talking hamster.
Oh, great.
So already from the beginning, we're at the Temple of Memory. That's the intel we've got.
I'm interested to see how Japanese developers sort of adopt American culture.
Yeah.
This guy seems kind of like an Indiana Jones type guy.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of, yeah, very like, you know, don't tell me the score, kid.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He knows what it is. So, like, right now we're going to a supposed abandoned temple. So Handpan is like his wise sidekick talking hamster kind of buddy. So we're walking.
Look at those arms. So straight.
I know,
so
man.
Deliberate.
Hey Handpan, what is this? Hey, no, don't touch that. Let me do it. Let's see here. Are you the keeper of memory? You must engrave the name. You're the brain. Do you have any ideas? I have no idea. This is a test. I'm gonna put my name. This is one of my favorite parts to start. Like,
what a dumb plan.
Already from the beginning, he's
on
like,
his part. Such a simple ploy.
yeah, we're gonna leave it as is. I don't like altering names, especially for doing a playthrough like this. So, just Jack. Jack. No matches. I protect the memory. Intruder, I cast you to the bottom of the abyss.
Oh no!
Oh god. And this part's great because now it's like action hero intro.
So we've already got the spike walls.
Master of the fast draw, a dream chaser, the treasure hunter.
A literal boulder.
His wind mouse companion Handpan is curious and knowledgeable, but also a little arrogant.
So this is like kind of hilarious.
Yeah. With no regard to danger, the treasure hunters roam the ruins, seeking the treasure and adventure. Bigger ball. Oh god.
This is fantastic. Look at this darts in the walls.
Yeah. He relentlessly searches. Is a sword? Is it hidden here? Once again, Jack will be challenging the ruins in search of the power.
He fell even farther down.
Yeah. Damn, that was cool. Forget about exploring. Let's just get out of here. All right, so already from the get-go, you can start controlling the guys. I love this game because it's a great mix between Zelda, Link to the Past, or like the overheads with like Final Fantasy RPG elements. So what's cool is that like Zelda, you got the dash boots, and it even has that little kick recoil. Obviously chests, healberry, which is a potion. So right now we're trying to get out of this place. What's great too is that like Zelda, you've got tools. Now you don't get a bunch of tools, but you get key tools to help you solve puzzles and that kind of thing.
Items and whatnot.
Yeah, quick infinite.
Something.
Yeah, quick infinite items. So in this case, his starting item is handpan. He can throw a handpan out. So there's a switch he needs to get to, or a chest that he can't. Exactly. Not even a hole, just like, battle time. Okay, great. So random encounters, important element. Already from the get-go, 3D fighting. So obviously here we've got you can change the order. You can run away like that, like I just did. Great way to start off this playthrough.
He's super badass.
Oh
he
yeah,
sprints,
super badass.
Sprints away from the first signs of danger.
See, handpan can be used to open chests.
Oh,
so
so he can just like...
Yeah.
Oh!
And then you can fall. Now, it doesn't do much. It just takes away some HP, but it's not too bad.
So can you go back up there and chuck handpan at that chest across the...
Oh, yeah.
Why don't we kill this guy?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's actually fight this guy for what he is. Oh, he's got a friend. So we got a balloon and a pill bug. So you hit attack. The middle attack is your basic attack. Down here is your special attack. And up here is your...
Psycho crack.
That's his MP move. And you get to defend an item. So what's great is... so you got your HP gauge, your HP meter in the top left corner next to your MP meter. And then you have your force meter. So right now, attacking this right here. So I got hit, obviously. Random chances of counterattacks, which is obviously great for us.
Great.
See, force level up right there. It's super important. So we just got to force level up an attack. We won. So, I was going to explain force, but...
So the stats level up...
it's like a normal RPG, but when you start a fight, you have a meter called your force meter, and your force meter you can use to do special attacks. Now, it's basically an acceleration version... Ooh, got a cowboy hat. It's an acceleration version of one of your MP moves. So it's different for every character. So for instance, one of the moves for Rudy is that he can have, because he's a gun user, he has like an auto lock-on kind of thing. So like he has a 100% chance of like executing his attack.
Yeah.
So there again. So I'm trying to show it. If there's only one guy, we're a little... Oh, preemptive strike. Okay, cool. So we're going to attack this guy again. Boom. Critical hit. And then... Alright, so I got to go again. So see, my force is up. So I can use accelerator. And can I see? Yeah, so increases response speed. So I can use this. It makes me go faster, and I can use Psycho Crack. So check this out. Accelerator. I got to go before anyone does, basically. Psycho Crack. Special move.
Excellent.
He's confused, but I killed him.
And this game is like very bold in how it doesn't really look like Final Fantasy or something like that.
Very different. It's got a nice 2D, 3D blend to it, which is what I love. And the music, oh man, you just can't get any more adventurous than this. It's just so...
I like that this game draws the parallels for you between like Cowboys and Indiana Jones and...
Yeah. And it's different for every character too as you move on.
It seems like there's a little bit of like steampunk going on.
Yeah. Definitely.
Which is a relatively new genre in 1997.
This was 97 this came out, 97, 96. In fact, I think, according to online, like, this has been out on PSN for a couple of years now, but it just came to Europe's PSN. So it's a relatively new game for...
psyched out there.
Yeah, at least I hope so.
Yeah.
Because I'm psyched. When I saw this, I was, like, so enthralled this was still on.
I'm gonna have to pick this up for my Vita.
Oh,
It seems like it's a
unbelievably great game.
Once I finish Final Fantasy VII.
What's great is that it has those just puzzle-solving elements. That's what I love too. It's a great mix of what this is.
Yeah, it's like they know how RPGs go, but they didn't want to take anything for granted. So they were like, if it's gonna be fun, we're gonna add puzzles when it's not fighting time, so that it's not like this awkward, like, blocky guy, walking around.
Yeah.
Like pretty much a painting behind him.
Right.
Trying to climb ladders with Cloud is
Kind of a pain in the butt.
not my favorite thing to do.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. All right, so check this out. Bam. So instead of going around, you can just go ahead and throw a hand pan.
I'd be strung out if I was that mouse, man.
I know, right?
Some serious shit you get put through.
Oh, I fell. I'm good. I got this.
It's all good. This game is a lot less stressful than Metal Gear Solid. For such a horrifying looking creature, that's a pretty wussy scream.
Yeah.
Look at that sword, man. It's like a fan.
He's Jack the Swordmaster, man. That's what he does. Damn it!
That bass line is insane. I love this, like, kind of like Japanese Western music.
Yeah, isn't it great?
I can totally hear the kind of fantasy Japanese elements to it, but you can also, they were like, what's in Western music? Like whistling and like triumphant sounds. And like a little like galloping.
Alright, this is the save area
I
right
really like the aesthetic of this game.
now. Yeah. Oh, they give you like little notes. Someone left a note. Read it? Yes. Ouch! What are these spikes doing here? So you have the option of either running as fast as you can, or like walking. Alrighty. Oh, that was close.
Damn, that was cool.
Yeah, that's what he said earlier.
Oh, dang, look at that relaxed,
skeleton.
that super relaxed skeleton.
Brutal
like-
attack. That's a little too... Jesus! That did a lot of damage.
His like standing position is like, oh, I ate too much. Oh,
That
I ate
pill bug
too much.
always runs. He always runs from us.
Now Gela is money, I imagine.
Yeah, Gela's money. Or Jill. Or Gil from Final Fantasy. GP. Gold pieces. Heal berries. Hide glove.
Hey,
Great.
look at
Already
that.
getting more armor. Is it a root? No.
And this is like a little like prologue sequence, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a prologue sequence. All three characters meet up in the game. So right now we're just kind of exploring who these characters are and their background.
I'm excited for this game. This is a very like another like very like movie oriented way to introduce characters in a video game. You never see
Exactly.
stuff like this in Super Nintendo or.
So my only problem with Jack's story, don't touch it. We're at the database of this temple.
Got it.
We've reached the memory bank, if you will.
Uh-huh. So what's your problem with the storyline?
For Jack's starting out, there's not really a boss fight. You just kind of get a temple and that's it.
It's an
Elua. I've never seen anything like this before.
What? What's an Elua? How do you pronounce it?
Long ago, an alien race lived here. An advanced race who used technology laced with magic.
This would be blowing my mind if I was him.
I know, right? These are the remnants of a race whose lives were in sync with the laws of nature.
It's like Prometheus. Spoilers.
Ew. Spoiler, it's like Prometheus. Holographic image. It's a machine database storage device for the ill.
Ew.
Information is left here to be retrieved later. This certainly is a temple of memory. So it's cool is that you come back here later on with your party to explore the rest of the temple.
And you can get a lot more exposition out of it.
Yeah. Speaking into his mind.
Dude, this would be...
With your thick skull?
Dude, handpan, cool it. This is a really serious situation that we're in here.
Seek not Lolita.
She sleeps in her tomb. Man, I have to admit, it's been a while since I remembered this, so... Oh, that's right. She's Lolita is the villain in this game. I remember the story now. So the story of this game is thousands of years ago there was an alien race that was trying to take over this planet, and the humans fought them off and won. But Lilithia, I think is her name, is like the leader, their mother essentially, called her mother, and she's unkillable. You can't kill her. So what they did was cause she's like consistently regenerating. So what they did was they split her up into several pieces,
and like hit her over the world or something,
and hit her all across the planet of Filgaia.
Got it.
And so what's happening is that right now, we don't know this. We're gonna find out real soon. Is that something is in the works. There is an evil entity that's trying to come back
and put her together. Or something. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah. So right now they're putting together. Okay, like in the land of light. Aldehyde, which is the nearby town, is
light.
It means light. So they think that by going to the town, they can find some more clues on this lead. Yeah, so southeast of here. So we go ahead and now we're out of the temple.
Just quickly beam out of the temple. Don't bat an eye about it.
Now what's hilarious about this, if you know the password, which you find out later on, you can actually type it in and open the doors. And as a kid, I tried to type it in from the get-go. It didn't work, and my character was named that.
The password.
Yeah, so it didn't really work out too well. So you just kind of run out, and a little summary of how it's going on. So,
and that was Jack's little...
There is a price to pay when the power is attained.
I love the little, like, the narrative voice of this game. It's like...
Free thyself from the past. Yeah, it's...
I can picture, what's his name, Sam Elliott being like, but what waits in the future?
Yeah. Does this man seek strength because he believes?
Yeah, like in the Big
power
Lebowski.
will light the darkened path to the future? Question mark.
No, you don't read the question mark when you read.
Oh, I'm sorry, I messed it up. So I love the narrative. I love the style, the representation. We're good to. So yeah, I love it. So right now it's weird. You can continue playing as Jack, but it doesn't make much sense because you don't get to meet up at the party without playing as him. So it's kind of weird.
So can you level as him and stuff?
Yeah, if you want, but you can only change with people once they've met. So it's kind of weird to meet up with him. So right now we got to choose to meet with Rudy or with Cecilia.
Right. Which we're gonna do
episode 2.
Episode 2.
So episode 2 right now. We're gonna go ahead and call it a break right now.
Yeah.
It's break time. But when you get back, we're gonna go ahead and dive into Cecilia's. Cecilia's a little more on the boring side, but it's because Rudy's my favorite, and so I think we got a lot more to talk about when we get to Rudy's side of the story. Very much an outcast kind of thing. So, yeah. So
great. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. We will see you again in a little bit.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so good.
So good.